Good afternoon, y'all. What's up? What's up? IOBA. I'm TC. Okay, so I'm talking to a friend of mine the other day, a Trinidadian, and this Trinidadian asked me some questions about Kamala Harris and Cory Booker and the A.D.O.S. movement and things of that nature. They was asking me about that, and they was asking what it meant and what it was about and all that. And I told them, I was explaining to them why black people aren't getting behind Kamala Harris, and I explained to them why black people aren't getting behind Cory Booker, and I, broke it down, and they disagreed with me, and I had to take issue because they don't understand. What I said to them was they don't understand that A.D.O.S. means American descendants of slaves, and how Barack Obama and Joy Reid and Kamala Harris and a bunch of other ones, with the exception of maybe Cory Booker, but he's a different case altogether. But these other folks, they are not A.D.O.S. They are second generation Americans whose parents came from elsewhere, came from the Caribbean or Africa or Europe or somewhere else, and got over here and got lumped in with people like myself. So they don't fall into the A.D.O.S. category. So I was explaining to them that we are a totally different group of people, and that we are owed a lot more than just reparations. And because they always want to beat you over the head with, or try to beat you over the head with, what they think is our lack of initiative and our lack of drive as far as taking advantage of all of these things that are supposedly available in America. That was one of the arguments they used. Y'all reparations is to get to live in this big old beautiful America. Well, they say that without any real history, without any knowledge of the real history of black people in this country. All they know is the little bit of history that they get, back home in school. When they get here, they find out that it's much deeper than that. And when they get here, they find out how much damage was done to us, and how much of a struggle we had to go through just to allow them to come over here. They don't even understand that. So I was explaining all that to them. And I'm still not sure that they understand what I was talking about, but I'm not even going to try to explain it to them no motherfucking more, because for one thing, it don't really have anything to do with them. This is our fight, and it has to be waged, on our terms, and it has to be, and this is a mountain that we have to climb as descendants of slaves in this country. I remember when I might have mentioned this in another video, but I remember when, excuse me, I just had lunch, y'all. Excuse me. I remember when Barack Obama first started getting mentioned as a possible candidate for the U.S. presidency, right? And everybody was all high on him. And like I said many times before, I was too. But I do remember saying that Barack Obama is not like me. Barack Obama is not a descendant of slaves. I remember saying that shit in late 2007 when I first heard of the brother name. Matter of fact, just hearing his name, I knew he wasn't a descendant of slaves. He wasn't like me. But I voted for him, and look what happened. We still at the bottom of everything. He never promised or delivered anything specifically to my group of people. And that's the same shit that's going to come out of a Kamala Harris or a Cory Booker presidency. Now, like I said earlier, I was going to get back to Booker because I believe he is A.D.O.S, but he is also a corporate Democrat. He is also a motherfucker that will not promise anything to black people. I mean, because when they had his monkey ass, and I'll say that again, when they had his monkey ass on the goddamn Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God asked him about his black agenda, and the motherfucker didn't have one. And the same goes for Kamala Harris. When she was on there, he asked her about a black agenda. She didn't have one either. A bunch of goddamn word salad and talking in motherfucking circles, but they didn't really have one. They don't have a black agenda. You know, the people that are handling Kamala Harris, they need to do some serious motherfucking research before they put her out there and let her just say shit. You know, trying to get her to pander to black people, they just let her say shit, and usually it's wrong. Just like that shit she said about Snoop Dogg and Pac. And people done been all over that. So I just want motherfuckers to know that A.D.O.S, we are a particular group of people who America exploited to the nth degree, and we are owed a great deal of everything. A great deal of everything. And just because, and by everybody, even the people that came here after slavery was over, those that took advantage of the opportunities that weren't afforded to us because of our blackness, they owe us shit too. So I'm not gonna listen to anybody who try to tell me that, you know, we should stand down. No, it's time to stand up. It's time to stand up. And that's exactly what we're doing. And that's it. Motherfuckers just got to get on code. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. I'm going to head back in here. Lunchtime over. TC, and I'm out.